Hi, Larissa.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
You chose a really awesome recipe to do. Want to tell everybody what you chose?
Wontons.
Wontons, everybody's favorite. You've got a lot of classmates waiting for some samples back in the kitchen. So, do you want to explain to everybody what went into your meat filling before we start making the wontons?
Oh, we used eggs, sugar, soy sauce, cornstarch, ginger, red peppers, salt, and garlic.
Garlic and?
Oh, and sesame oil.
And sesame oil, just to give it that extra little bit of flavor. Okay, so you have your little wonton skins here and they're all covered up. Why are they covered up?
To keep them moist or else they'll dry out.
Okay, so we want to remember that when we're making them at home. So when you looked up the different shapes of wontons, what did you find?
Oh my god, I found so many.
So many different shapes and styles?
Yep.
So I wanted you to show me 3 different styles so that people at home could make up their mind which one they wanted to make. Okay, so show me the 3 different styles.
Okay, the first one I'm gonna make is a samosa style.
A samosa style, and what will that entail?
Samosa.
It's like a samosa? So why are you wetting the edges of the...
So it can stick together.
Okay.
It's kind of like a glue.
It makes like a glue. Perfect. Good job covering those back up. So the bottom corner up to the top corner.
You can go either which way.
And pinchy, pinchy. It's almost like making a pierogi too, right?
Yeah.
Seems like every culture has a dumpling. Okay. So this one looks like it's a pretty simple one. So if someone wanted to make like lots really fast, they can make those.
Yeah.
What's the second type that you...
Well, I call this one the envelope because it looks exactly like an envelope.
Okay. So gluing again.
Yeah.
Gluing with the water. Okay. There's nothing worse than a wonton that will pop open when we're trying to cook it, right?
Worst.
Worst.
So this one is exactly like the samosa. You do it the exact same.
Okay. So corner to corner, and now we're going to see something different.
You wet the middle, fold one of the corners in, and then wet that one, and then fold that corner in, and then it's an envelope.
Well, envelope looks like a bishop's hat.
And then the third one is a little bundle, like a little Christmas present.
Okay. I call it a beggar's purse. It's like a beggar's purse. That's a classic term for something wrapped up like a hobo bag.
Yeah.
This is probably the most commonly seen one if people have ever had wonton
Oh yeah,
soup.
everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so you've taken those corners and you've brought them up to meet the top ones. Okay.
Just to make a little present.
Okay. And if we let these sit for a little bit, they're going to get all nice and sealed up. I'd keep them covered up with some plastic or a damp cloth. That would be good. So we've made our little wontons. There's 2 different ways we could go with wontons. One is we could deep fry them and make like an appetizer style and serve it with a sweet and sour sauce or some other sauce that you've made. The second one is that we can make a wonton soup. So I'm going to bring you over to here. We've got some broth that we've infused with various ingredients to make it taste more Asian. And we're going to take your little bishop's hats here, or your little envelopes as you call them, and we're going to put them into the broth. And do you know when they're done? Do you know how I can tell?
No.
No? They're kind of like pierogies. When they actually come up to the surface after they've been simmered, they are cooked inside. Okay, you want to be really careful because this has got raw meat in it. So do make sure that you let them kind of float to the surface, maybe for about a minute. And then we're going to be taking those out. But that's what brings us over to this nice bowl over here. This is not just wonton soup. This is a war wonton soup. And this one has all sorts of vegetables and meats in it. And we've got our little wontons, the little purses that you made are in there. So we've got carrots, broccoli, water chestnuts, baby corn, mushrooms. You could get some of the Chinese barbecued pork, shrimp. It's like a whole meal right in there. So that simple little wonton becomes this glorious meal over here. So is this something you think you can make at home for your family?
Definitely.
Definitely?
Oh,
Tonight?
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably. Yeah.
Thanks for joining me today,
Thank you.
Larissa.